Is Alyssa Hahn, and I'm the Student Council Treasurer.
So we have a lot on the agenda tonight, so we're going to try to make it quick. But starting with our old business, on February 25th, the Lenape Valley Student Council visited our school as they heard many positive things about our student council, and they wanted to meet with us to see how to improve their own. On February 26th, we hosted our all-district band concert, and on February 27th, we hosted our all-district orchestra concert, both of which were huge successes. The weekend of March 1st, the regional wrestling tournament took place, and we had 11 wrestlers qualify. On March 1st, the Special Olympics bowling regional tournament was held, which also had a great turnout. On March 6th, the first Lift Up commercial was aired, and we are so excited to be bringing it back this year. On March 6th, we had also a mini college fair. And on March 8th, we had an Air Force Junior ROTC competition. They performed really impressively, and they placed first in 8 different categories. From March 7th to the 9th, the Robotics Mid-Atlantic Regional Competition took place. Team 11 took home the title of the championship.
Nice.
And then that same weekend, Nico Gonzalez finished 4th, and Molly Smythe finished 7th at the state championships. Congratulations to the both of them. From March 10th to the 12th, FBLA attended their state's leadership conference. Mount Olive had 5 students make it to nationals: Laura Thomas, Noor Risk, Kanav Jaitley, Sven Moraes, and Nakul Rampersad. Congratulations to them. From March 11th to the 14th, the NJGPA testing for juniors took place. On March 12th, we hosted the Rising Freshman Curriculum Fair. On the 14th, the DEI hosted a faculty versus student basketball game. There was an incredible turnout and a huge success. Everyone had fun. The NAHS Invitational was held on March 18th, which brought in art schools from all over the Northeast. On March 19th, there was an open house for the freshmen to tour the high school. Over 150 8th graders and their families attended. So on to our new business. On March 26th, we're holding Clash of the Classes, which is a friendly competition of mental and physical challenges between the grades. From March 29th to 30th, MOHS HOSA, which is our medical club, will be attending the state's leadership conference. From April 1st to the 4th, the class of 2025 will be selling their prom tickets. Prom will be held on May 22nd at the Meadowood Manor.
And then for the rest of our new business, from April 3rd to April 5th, MOHS Drama will be putting on their spring play. They're going to be doing Grease, which I heard it's going to be amazing, so make sure to come out. And on April 8th, the seniors will be hosting their health advocacy night. On April 11th, the International Club will partner with the MOHS Foods Club to host their annual International Extravaganza. And then on April 14th, the Key Club will host their annual Easter egg hunt for the elementary schoolers. And then lastly, on April 17th, the Rock and Roll Academy will be doing an acoustic night in the auditorium. And that's all. Any questions?
Any questions or comments from the board?
Thank you. I have a question. The Rock and Roll Academy, I'm sorry, when was that?
On April 17th.
17th. Thank you.
Miss Aquina's going to be singing, I think.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, we will move on to the superintendent's report.
At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Colleen Souffle, who's going to be presenting our accolades for the winter sports teams.
You want to face us and then turn for pictures?
Yes.
Face and then turn for pictures for the parents. Does that make sense? Have them come up and look at us and then turn.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Come on,
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Feels like this is going to be tomorrow's wrestling banquet. We certainly are excited about celebrating our winter sports this year, and we have a wonderful presentation for you. We've had some incredible individual accolades this winter, and we have very eager coaches to talk about their individual athletes. So we kicked off this winter with the National Girl and Women in Sports Day, which was a huge success. We had Maggie Tilvis, Tyler Cumming be a big part of that marketing and representation to the student body. We also had Hall of Famer Amy Ottaveno who actually comes from a family of Hall of Famers. As a matter of fact, every single sibling in her family is a Mount Olive Hall of Fame athlete, which is pretty exciting and pretty awesome. And then also wanted to make mention that this month also is the National Athletic Trainer. So I want to give a shout out to Mr. Conroy and Mr. Corcoran, who are currently at the girls softball scrimmage right now. I have, it's a great honor each year. You know, in the fall season and in the spring season, we do our State of the Union. We talk about all the exciting things that we've accomplished throughout the year. We talk about all of our events and our activities. The winter's a little bit different as we don't have a full cumulative experience yet, but we will have that for you in the spring. I'd like to first introduce Mr. Kevin Person. He was a Mount Olive track and field coach. He's going to be introducing his individual athlete as he comes on up. Jack, come on up.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin Person. I'm the boys' head track and field coach for both indoor and outdoor. So I'm here tonight to talk about one of my standout athletes. This would be our junior, Jason Papafio-Kessie. Jason is, oh yes, give me a copy. Jason is a sprinter and jumper for the track team. He's one of our top runners in the 55-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. He helps us out with relays. But where he really stands out is in the high jump. So he was one of our top high jumpers last year, but he really took it up a notch this year, no pun intended, jumping a mark of 6 feet 2 inches. Which means if you asked him to right now, he can jump clear over my head with room to spare. We'll save that for another day. He was one of the top jumpers in Morris County. He placed second place in a very competitive field where it had to come to a jump off. And a few weeks after that, he outjumped all of his opponents at the sectional championship and became the North 1 Group 3 sectional champion in the high jump. So on top of Jason's success, I did want to point out a couple individual athletes who also qualified for nationals. We were blessed enough to have 7 athletes go to nationals in New York City and down in, I believe, in North Carolina. That includes freshman Noah Pizzarusso in the mile, freshman Jasmine LaRoche in the 60-meter dash, senior Braden Shanga in the 200, and then a 4x400 meter relay of Matt Evans, Bryce David, Anthony Murray, and Joseph Williams. So congratulations to all the athletes.
Next, I'd like to bring up Miss Dawn Stone and Mr. Travis Hubert. There are new unified bowling and SONGJ coaches.
Thank you, Ms. Souffle. Good evening, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Bangia, administrators, athletes, families, and friends. I would like to thank you all for your support this season, as without you, this evening would not have been possible. Unified Bowling joins athletes and partners of all skills and ability levels as one inclusive team. Throughout this season, many of our athletes competed in the Special Olympics event, with 2 of our athletes winning gold medals in the individual regional competition and advancing to the Special Olympics State Championship that's being held on April 6th at the Bolero Lanes. These athletes, Christian Pastuch and Nasia Ryan, embody the true spirit and determination of Special Olympics and of our Mount Olive Marauder community. At this time, would Christian and Nasia please come up to receive their certificates? Once again, I'd like to thank the board and our administration for their support. I'd like to now introduce, I'm not sure. Because he went out of order. Coach Gerstenstein.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa Grossenstein. I'm the head girls coach of the Mount Olive High School swim team, and I'm here to honor tonight an incredible, amazing swimmer. I actually wrote a speech because I didn't want to leave anything out. I don't usually do this. I usually just talk, but I didn't want to leave out the most important pieces. So this swimmer is not just the fastest in the pool, but she is the soul of our team. As MVP, she dominated races with effortless power, cutting through the water with precision and determination. Her work ethic is unmatched. She pushes herself and her teammates to new heights. But beyond her athleticism, she is again the heart of the team. She leads cheers before races, offers words of encouragement after tough losses, and celebrates every victory, big or small. Her presence lifts spirits, her dedication inspires, and her passion for the sport is contagious. Whether it's rallying the team before a crucial meet or staying behind to help a struggling teammate perfect their strokes, she embodies leadership, sportsmanship, and unwavering support. Danielle Kipsaba isn't just the top point scorer, she is the driving force that keeps our team's fire burning. She is a true marauder. A huge congratulations on shattering your 100 backstroke record and also setting her new record in the 2IM. And again, your hard work and dedication are just truly inspiring. I am just so proud of you. And again, I just want to thank Ms. Souffle, Dr. Bangia, board members, administrators, teachers, fellow coaches. You know, your support is priceless. So thank you. Danielle, come on up. Next up is Dan Grizz, head bowling coach.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Coach Griswoz. I'm the head bowling coach. Our program is probably the youngest of the varsity programs. We got introduced 3 years ago, and every single year we try to make progress, and this year is no exception. This year, led by our captains, Amla Kasaba and Landon Taylor, we won our first state match, which is pretty crazy in a 3-year program. So we're really proud of our accomplishments. But our most proudest accomplishment was the fact that this year we had a Morris County champion on our team who bowled under the Mount Olive team name. And that is Tegan Mendel. Tegan did such a phenomenal job for us this year. Every year she was one of our highest scorers, and every match she came to play. During our bowling competitions, we have a little tradition that if you bowl a turkey, I take out a big novelty turkey hat, and they have to wear it, and they have to get a picture for our social media. And Tegan wore it a lot. Sometimes she smiled, sometimes she did not. But just a testament to what she did. She loved bowling and did a great job promoting bowling within our program. She loved it so much that one time for my actual class, there was a school project that they dressed up as 19th century Gilded Age figures, and she was Elizabeth Cady Stanton. She came in school in her costume, and then she later bowled in her Elizabeth Cady Stanton costume as well, which was pretty impressive. And she also not only is our premier bowler here at Mount Olive, she's also our premier rugby player, which explains why she has the glasses on as well. And I'd like to come up here and congratulate Tegan Mendel. It's now my great pleasure to introduce to you Mount Olive's winningest coach, Sean Smythe, and the Mount Olive wrestling team.
All right. So I'm going to face you guys and say thank you, Board of Education, for all your support, for supporting us and approving our overnight trips, which are huge to our program. So I want to thank you for the support behind that. And because of those trips, we've gotten some of our wrestlers some national attention. And currently at the moment, we have numerous wrestlers wrestling at the Division I level. We're represented at Kent State, Bucknell, Virginia Tech, and Princeton. So all these overnight trips are definitely doing wonderful things for our program. And within our program, we've adopted a couple different philosophies over the years. One of them was surround ourselves with some good people, and I've been able to, very fortunate with the board support, to surround myself with some incredible coaches. Okay, so they couldn't be here tonight, but I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Romano, who's not here, Coach Barchetto, Coach Ryerson, Coach Pinto, and Coach Altamira. So those are some guys on my staff. Team recap this year. We've had a lot of success, and with success, we got to keep up in the ante and finding better competition. But for this year, we were 15-4. In the last 4 years, this group of seniors was 60-16. They have a state ranking of 13 this year. A team record this year, they took 10 wrestlers to the state tournament, which is a school record for us and for public schools this year. We were district team champs and first ever time Morris County champions. With that being said, in a 4-year stretch, this group, seniors coming through, have won every single title that New Jersey has put out in front of them. Okay, I looked that up, every single title. So district title, Morris County title, state section title, group 4 title, it goes on. And that comes with a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and of course, without the support of my administration staff, thank you guys very much for all your support, and the Board of Education, it's not possible. So we ask for a lot of things, and the administration definitely supports us. So thank you very much for all your support. So right now, wrestlers, come on up here, walk single file on up to the front. We're gonna give you guys some certificates. There you go, Nico. We're getting ready. Okay, first award is like Lehigh's. Nico Gonzalez, state qualifier, state fourth, right here. Nico Gonzalez. Stephen Hayek. Okay, Stephen, I'll ship it. Drew Coppola. Captain Tanner Perez, state qualifier. Mikey Korski. Senior Brandon Barris. Senior Mateo Eagleson. Captain Tyler Cummings. Jack Anthony Pimonte. Mohammed Barris. Rawa. Jack, slow down, we're right there. Jovino. Hernandez. Mr. Bullock. Costacos. Colin Smythe. Alex Floyd. Noah Cantillo. Thomas McDonald. And Alex. We always believe in strength in numbers. That's why we brought everyone here tonight. We have a strong belief that strength in numbers, builds a good program. So again, thank you very much. Thank you to the Board of Education for having us, and thank you for your continued support. And I would like to introduce Jeremy Mayer, coming up next, representing the girls wrestling program.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Mayer. I'm the head girls wrestling coach at the high school. I'd like to start off on behalf of the entire girls wrestling team. I'd like to thank our Board of Education for all of your support, and I would like to thank our administration as well for all of your support. As we're building this program, this was only our second year of having a separate varsity program. And our numbers as a program, we progressed significantly over the last 2 years. As far as active participants go, we actually increased by 50% this year. And our record at the end of the season, we had 9 wins and 3 losses. And all 3 of our losses were actually 3 of our losses and 2 of our wins actually came from teams that were in the top 12 in the state. We had many individual successes this year, including tournament place winners, and we had actually 5 wrestlers who had more than 20 wins this season. One of them is here today, who I am going to talk about. Molly Smythe had a great season this year. She ended the season 24 wins and 7 losses. She entered the NJSIAA North 1 Region Tournament as the 11th seed and progressed all the way to the semifinal match. Along the way in the tournament, she ended up placing third. She defeated the 5th seed, the 1st seed, the 3rd seed, and the 6th seed on her way to placing third. Her 3rd place earned her bid to the state tournament, becoming Mount Olive's 2nd girl to ever wrestle in the state tournament. At the state tournament, she suffered a tough loss in her opening match before wrestling all the way back to a 7th place finish. So that was a great job. Congratulations, Molly Smythe.
So I just wanted to say thank you so much. We do want to also bring up Nico Gonzalez for his state accomplishment on the podium. So Nico, come on up. Congratulations. So I just want to reiterate a really important point. And one is that the girls wrestling program is only in its 2nd year, right? So we went from being in a dance studio, right, with a couple of mats out, to going into an entire space with multiple girls getting over 20 matches and representing down in Atlantic City the state tournament. I also want to make point that really interesting, which was not brought up, but I will bring it up, is that another record that was broken was that we had a sibling, what do you even call it? Just unbelievable. I think that the parents are still recovering, but there's a first time ever in the history of wrestling did we have a brother-sister duo compete at the state tournament, and that is Colin Smythe and Molly Smythe. So can you imagine being their parent? Oh wait, and I'm sorry, and then Sean Smythe had to wrestle to coach 10 kids down there. So what an incredible experience for Mount Olive Wrestling, and just a wonderful, wonderful caveat for the enthusiasm, the effort, and the passion that the wrestling program brings to Mount Olive. It certainly is a badge of honor. You know, there are many teams in the state of New Jersey that do not bring a single wrestler down to Atlantic City. Now, we had 11 student athletes represented down at the boardwalk. So that's a tribute. You know, Coach Smythe talks about his assistants. Half of them we don't even pay. They just want to be a part of it, right? They know good, they know great, and they want to be a part of it. So we certainly want to thank the Board of Education for supporting all of our athletics. We certainly could not do the things that we need to do. We also understand as we evolve into 21st century learning that the most important life lessons will occur outside of the classroom in real life experiences. So without your support, we could never do that. So thank you very much. And thank you for all being here. I'll see 90% of you tomorrow night at the banquet, and appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And thank you to Dr. Bangia and Mr. Stansberry.
Ms. Souffle is going to stand to the left over me. Now stand up here. Now I'm going to embarrass Ms. Souffle right now. Now, certainly, we are so proud of our athletic endeavors this past winter. However, we also have a celebration for our own athletic director, Ms. Souffle. Ms. Souffle was certified as the athletic administrator by the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. As part of this certification, she had to go through a rigorous professional development, comprehensive evaluation of your background, her professional experience, and her contributions to this field. Her certification reflects not only her individual achievement, but her commitment to excellence in supporting student athletes, educational institutions, and our broader athletic community. So to Colleen, thank you for your hard work, dedication, and passion you have brought to our school district. It's a well-recognized endeavor, and we are so incredibly proud of you and the inspiration you serve for our athletes and our coaches and staff alike. Congratulations.
Well, I just want to obviously, I don't need to have anything to say, but I just want to say something really quick. And this is really important to me because, 15 years ago, when I was looking for a place to land with my family, I chose Mount Olive, right? And I was fortunate enough years later to be employed by Mount Olive. So when we talk about having a vision or having a passion, it is driven by the community, right? This is an incredible place to be. I am filled with pride each day that I come to work, and quite frankly, I'm blessed to be a part of it. So thank you for being the path in which I am able to experience so many great things. And of course, thank you to the community, and the parents, the Board of Ed, and our student athletes. So thank you so very much. Have a good night.
Or they wish to depart, the fun part. Oh, you know what? Oh, you're right. Before you guys run away, do the board members have any comments for the athletes and the staff? We'll start down. Anyone? Ms. Fitzgerald, we'll go around. No?
I just want to say congratulations to you all. I'm doubtful you'll make it to the end of our meeting when we all do the congratulations. So I just want to let you know that you are very valued, and we really appreciate coaches, staff, all the athletes. Just so amazed by all your talent. So thank you.
Anyone else?
Yes,
Congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations to all the athletes and the coaches, and also administration that always help you out to get to the places that you want, but especially also to your parents. To all the sacrifices that not only parents but siblings and the entire family do for you every day. Always keep that in mind and go with your heart, with that in your heart, wherever you go. Congratulations.
Any other board members with comments for the? No? You guys know how much I adore all of you. Thank you for everything you do, the time, the effort, the way you carry yourselves representing Mount Olive, which is huge. I watched all of you down in Atlantic City carry yourselves with such, pose and maturity. And again, thank you to your parents, being one. I know the hours spent on the road, the time they spend in a gym, on a field, in a pool. Thank you, all of you. And I know not only are you athletes, but you are multifaceted. You are amazing students in this classrooms as well, and you're great role models as well. I know there's many young students coming up in this district watching you. So always remember that, reach down behind you. There's someone that's going to be following your footsteps and really looking up to all of you. So thank you. If you wish to depart, you are welcome to now. With that, I'll take a motion for a 15-minute recess.
Second.
All in favor?
There we go. Bye, ladies. Thank you so much for meeting. Bye. We're taking a break for it. I have to go there after donations.
For what?
I have to go there after to beg for donations for our cheer fundraiser this weekend.
Hi.
Yeah, because
How are you doing? All right? I know. I never see you.
plenty of my parents.
You want me to run down there and take a picture of them?
I think they got it. They didn't get it yet. They had plenty.
Then the next day, the couple of that they needed.
We'll take a roll call, please. You want a roll call when you have a chance.
Mrs. Aquino?
Here.
Mrs. Fenton?
Here.
Mrs. Figuera?
Here.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Here.
Dr. Giordano?
Here.
Mrs. Melendez?
Here.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Here.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Orzillo?
Here.
Okay, we are actually awaiting our attorney, but we will actually take a motion to go into a closed session.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Result-
Okay.
All right, I call us back to session. A roll call, please.
Mrs. Aquino?
Here.
Mrs. Fenton?
Here.
Mrs. Figuera?
Here.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Here.
Dr. Giordano? Here. Mrs. Melendez?
Here.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Here.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Orzillo?
Here.
Okay, and I'll move to Board Subcommittee and Parent-Teacher Association Liaison reports. Do we have any reports from the public? Anyone? No. Oh, I see one. Come on up.
Hello, Marlene Cockcroft. I'm with the High School Parents Club. We appreciated Ms. Melendez visiting us at our meeting last week. At our most recent meeting, we had a great presentation from Mr. Stansbury, and we had a guest presentation from CPAG. Updates are our applications have been sent out for eligible students for senior scholarships. Oh, thank you. I never know how to do that. And coming up, the Mount Olive Middle School PTO's Turkey Tray is this Friday. We are participating. We have 25 prizes, I believe. Among them are several gift certificates, spiritware, a parking permit, and a prom couple bid.
Oh.
So exciting things.
Love that.
For senior signs, we sold 155 in the first round of ordering. The second round has been announced. The link went out to parents of seniors. People who have not already ordered a senior sign can do so until April 14th. And I think that is all I wanted to say. Did I leave anything out?
Anything left out?
No, I think the signs is very important because they are going to have a second round for the signs. So parents, when is going to be that? At the end of March or?
April 14th.
April.
Yeah, and then I think 2 weeks after we put the order in. They should
Okay,
be in.
so those that have not ordered yet, they have time.
And we already got the first round in. We were handing them out over the weekend, and I can confirm because I have my sons. They look great. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Hi, Amy.
Hello, everyone. Hello. My name's Amy Marini. I am the co-leader for CPAG. I appreciate you ladies reading my last two updates. I know they were lengthy, but I appreciate it. So the CPAG is the Special Education Parent Advisory Group in Mount Olive. I like to kind of remind everybody each time. We are New Jersey code-driven, parent-led organization or group that works collaboratively with the district on systemic concerns regarding students with special educational needs. So we had a busy couple weeks since you read my last update. So we did, our last meeting for CPAG was on March 11th. We always meet via Zoom on the second Tuesday of the month. This was a parent-only meeting, and we were honored to have Sue Mistretta present something called Breathe Easy, in the moment tools for parental resilience. It was a wonderful experience. Everybody, it was well received. They were teaching about, she was teaching us about heart math and the tools to help special needs parents be in the moment and focus on how to center and ground yourself no matter what you're experiencing. We also always remind parents at our meetings about the different discussions and spotlights and fairs that are all happening within the district, just to kind of remind parents of things that are happening. We also talk about different systemic concerns that we'll bring back to special services. On March 12th, the next day, I attended a SPAN swap meet where Alexandra Pensiero, the Federal Reporting and Engagement Specialist from New Jersey's Office of Special Education, presented on the introduction to the Environment Data Dashboard, which is confusing, but I had to watch it pretty closely, which really went over an overview of reframing inclusive education, reviewing New Jersey's least restrictive environment data compared to the federal data, as well as introducing the educational environment dashboard and walk the CPAC leaders through how to find the data on the state website to open up that conversation within the district to really move the steps forward. On March 18th, I attended the Mount Olive High School Parents Club meeting and shared with the group about CPAC, who we are, what we do, and all of the work that we do within the district on systemic concerns. And if any other parent organizations want to meet, as you guys, go to your different liaison areas, I'm happy to talk because we obviously cover the whole district. On March 20th, I attended SEAC, so the New Jersey State Special Education Advisory Council, which is a virtual. This particular meeting was hybrid, but I always attend virtual. I know I've mentioned this before. I think Lisa actually was very kind enough to read it, that it's extremely informative. There's so many different districts and state leaders that are there that are just soaking up the information. And so on how the different areas work together to change, make policies, all the different things that are going on. The Office of Special Education reviewed essentially the roles and responsibilities of the special education office. They shared their e-learning opportunities, which are like multiple aspects from special ed, as well as their summer learning institute that they think will be in July. I don't think they share the date exactly yet. They also shared the 6-year plan to observe every district within New Jersey, which I thought was really interesting, and how they don't, obviously I have no idea what cohort we're part of, but that they shared when they will, how they work that all through, and so that was interesting. The main presentation was on utilizing New Jersey Sky, which SCI, my brain went to nurse mode on that one, I'm not gonna lie, to foster inclusion and belonging for all. It was presented by Kelly Allen. It was a really great presentation, and it reviewed and discussed positive school climate indicators and data, and like who they survey between the parents and the students at different grade levels, staff, and then how the data is a driving force for improvement in different districts across the state, and how positive school climate is essential for well-being and academic success. They also reviewed, the council reviewed indicators 3 and 7, which still makes my brain kind of go, but achievement of students with disabilities. And then they had like conversation about data that, again, it's confusing to watch, but it's really great information. And for those that are like in it, working in it, I'm sure it's easier to grasp and understand the knowledge of what's being shared. Our next CPAC meeting is Tuesday, April 8th, which is going to be both district and parents. The directors of special services have coordinated to have Michelle Lockwood from New Jersey Coalition for Inclusive Education come to speak, and we're excited to talk with the district about how we can help move the district forward with All Means All.
Thank you.
Any questions from the board?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And do we have any reports? I see Dr. Giordano.
I do. Excuse me. Sand Shore School and Home Partnership met 2 weeks ago. I was unfortunate I couldn't make it. It's a last minute thing. I emailed them, but Miss Curry was nice enough to send me the notes. They had a Squishmallow raffle, raised $827. The readathon raffle was $6,386. They currently have 145 members in their organization. Enzo Give Back Day was March 19th. It's a 5th grade fundraiser. They have upcoming dances April 5th and 12th. Expenses that they put out so far for the Gaga Pit was $3,064. Mad Science Assembly was $1,235. Indoor recess bins was $1,039. And then for the 5th grade yearbooks, the 5th grade committee funds. Scholastic Book Fair will be April 1st through the 4th. Family Night is April 1st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. They need volunteers. Bus Driver Appreciation Week will happen after spring break. And teacher mini grants are starting to be put out there now. The June delivery date, sometime in June, everyone gets about $200. And then the plant sale, May 6th and 9th. And Staff Appreciation Week is the week leading up to Memorial Day. and an ice cream truck. They need to pick a date, and that's what I have.
Any questions from the board? No?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, for the high school also, it is important. The parents are looking for volunteers because this year Manolif is going to host again a big dance competition, and that's where they raise the funds for a scholarship for the kids. Also, I had the privilege to be at that meeting because before I was attending the academy, the Citizen Academy, they have also a grant programs for those teachers that are members of the club, and a grant was granted that day, an Apple tablet to a teacher for a special program. So those teachers that are part of the club or think to join the club, so you will have opportunity also to apply for those grants.
Cool, thank you. Anyone else with the committee reports? No? I have two. I did not attend, but they did send me them. Let me just make sure. Tintz Road celebrated Pi Day with pizza kits that were sold. They noted that April 30th is their trips and their art show. District-wide, this is for all of the elementary schools. They will have their district-wide science fair on April 5th. Tintz Road has their yearbooks for sale until, I believe it's April 3rd. They're looking for membership into a chess club. They also have a Kids Heart Healthy Challenge coming up, and the mission says you'll learn life-saving skills and hands-on only CPR to recognize stroke signs. They also say that they have the next steps to take today. They said that there's a Kids Heart Challenge program. Students will be learning new ways to keep their hearts happy and healthy, including STEAM activities. They will learn how to save a life when completing Finn's mission. Families are encouraged to complete Finn's mission together, where they will learn the warning signs of a stroke and how to perform CPR with hands-only CPR. Complete Finn's mission for a chance to win a hippo warmie. They're looking to also hit a goal of $2,000 for Miss Masulo and Mr. Rad to get slimed. And they said thank you for their support of life-saving missions of the American Heart Association. And they also shared that this week is their Choose to Include week. Monday was MO gear, here's to wear. Tuesday, bright colors. Wednesday, sports gear. Thursday was tie-dye day. And Friday will be comfy clothes. I think that's my goal for every single day. District-wide, they also shared that there's an international extravaganza occurring on April 11th. There was also a CMS association meeting where they shared out an update on their yearbook. They also shared that fifth graders' yearbooks will be purchased by the parent association. They gave an update and overview of their rock and roll-a-thon. They had one, they have another one coming up. April 8th, the week of April 8th, they'll also have their BOGO family night, buy one, get one free for their book fair. They're also reminding all parents at CMS that they're looking for volunteers for the upcoming board for next year, because they do have members that will be moving on to the middle school and not part of the CSA. They did also want to remind some of the population, or the students and the parents, that not all school run fundraisers are run through the SCA. Some, such as Coin War or the t-shirts, are done through other programs. Their next meeting is in April, and they didn't give me the date for that one. So that was all I had for those. I do know that, did anyone attend the town council meeting? No. I did have an update that the town council heard the second reading, and they approved their, it was the, I guess, the height of the talk, their decision and resolution to limit the short-term rentals. The other thing was, did anyone attend planning board?
I did not.
Oh, I do have an update though. Planning board conversation was around putting a LED light, additional I'm trying to remember how to put it. Board up, coming up 46 from Necon. There's one that's already high. There's another board that is a billboard but does not have lights on it. They heard a proposal to put another one with potential lights. There's much pushback, is my understanding, with the concern that it's a lower viewpoint coming off of Route 80, may be a concern for safety issues. Simply was presented, no decisions have been made. I understand they'll be presenting that again in May. And that is all I have. Anyone else? Questions, comments? None? Okay, so before we go to public comments on agenda action items, we do have two items to be added, so we wanted to make sure that you were informed. There will be one item for 10.12. It will read 101, a resolution for the residency hearing for student number 213500 and 213502 upon the recommendation of the superintendent. Whereas on March 19th, 2025, the Mount Olive Board of Education Residency Committee held a residency hearing for the above referenced student. And whereas on that date, the parents of the above referenced student attended the hearing, and whereas the committee, after having heard and considered all of the proofs and testimony presented, recommend to the full board that it find, based upon the residency investigation performed by the board's director of security and the parents' admission that the students have not been domiciled within Mount Olive School District during the 24-25 school year. And now therefore be it resolved that the board finds that the above referenced students are not legally entitled to attend school in the district. And further hereby orders that the students be disenrolled to the district. And be it further resolved that the parents be assessed tuition for the students and eligible attendance in the district schools in the amount of $3,466.97. Be it finally resolved that written notice of this decision and of the family's rights to contest same before the Commissioner of Education shall be served upon the parents as required by law. And we have one additional from personnel. Ms. Aquino, if you just wanted to share that one out.
Yes, we'd like to amend action item 7.10, approvement of retirement. We're adding a third name to our long-serving staff, faculty, and now administrators to the list. Letter C will be added David Fellini, our vice principal at the high school, for serving 25 years, effective November 14th.
And with that, we will open for public comment. Members of the community may comment on any action item prior to board discussion. Please state your name and address for the record. All comments must be respectfully presented. Abusive or obscene comments will not be tolerated. I also wanted to add that if there's any comments where you wish us to respond with detailed information, we either ask that you make sure that we receive that in writing so that we can ensure that we respond correctly. The floor is open. Yep, okay. Seeing none, we will move on to approval of monthly expenditures. The approval of monthly expenditures and reports, 6.1 through 6.4. Dr. Giordano, would you help us make a motion?
Thank you, Madam President. On the recommendation of the superintendent, move action items 6.1 to 6.4.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the board? Nope. Seeing Ms. Schoening, I just wanted to ask, I know there was a personal development for myself. Which item, so I can make sure that, is that added on this agenda?
That's personnel.
Okay, just want to make sure I abstain. Thank you. Can we have a second? Any questions or comments from the board? Nope. Okay, seeing none, we'll take a roll call.
Dr. Giordano?
Abstain on 6.1 of the PO 7435. Yes to everything else.
Mrs. Aquino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Melendez?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
Okay, and we'll move to personnel action items. Ms. Aquino.
Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to make a motion to approve personnel action items 7.1 through 7.19.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the board? Nope. Okay, seeing none, we'll take a roll call.
Mrs. Aquino?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Melendez?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes, and abstain where Narcisse is listed for personal development.
Item 7.1.
7.1, thank you.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Abstain from anything for Christian Humphrey, yes to everything else.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
Okay, we will move to, sorry, my computer's frozen there. Curriculum and technology, Ms. Figueroa.
Certainly. Upon recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to make a motion to approve items 8.1 through 8.7.
Second. Any questions or comments from the board? No? Okay, seeing none, we'll take a roll call, please.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Mrs. Aquino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Melendez?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
And we'll move to finance and operations, Ms. Fitzgerald.
Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to make a motion to approve action items 9.1 through 9.3.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the board?
I just have one on 9.2. Just a big thank you to the SHSP for the donation of the Gaga pit with the gate. That's pretty awesome, and we really appreciate you guys.
And any others? No? We'll take a roll call, please.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Aquino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Melendez?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
And we will move on. Sorry, I'm scrolling here to administrative action items. Ms. Melendez.
Yes. Upon recommendation of the superintendent, I would like to make a motion to approve items 10.1 through 10.11.
Second. I got you. Got you.
Any questions or comments from the board?
I do, Madam President. 10.8, Policy 9163. I was wondering if we could rewrite that. I feel it's not strict enough.
Any other thoughts? Is there,
Could we approve it now and we can go back to the policy? We can always revise it.
Oh,
It
sure.
would be helpful to approve it.
is there a mechanism maybe to review what the regulations are under it? So we have the policy, or maybe the regulations, I don't know, or
I know what
implementation?
Mr. Orzillo was saying as far as the consequences for the different level, recognizing the different tiers of, consequences. So if we could approve it tonight, we have a policy meeting in April, we can certainly go back to it and just revise it. It would be helpful for spring sports to have something on the books.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do actually want to say that we just had a room full of, amazing student athletes, and it behooves the parents to understand the spectator code of conduct and a great deal of responsibility that they, bring to those arenas as well. So in that spirit, Mr. Rizzo, I definitely agree with you. We'll move along. Any other comments or questions?
President Narcisse, we added item 10.12.
Okay. So a motion to add that one.
Yes, correcting. I would like to make a motion upon the recommendation of the superintendent to approve items 10.1 to 10.12.
Second.
Right.
No more comments? All right, we'll take a roll call.
Mrs. Melendez?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Aquino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
And with that, we are at public comment. No. Yes, sorry, my screen just keeps jumping around. Public comments, students, parents, and employees, and community members may comment on any item of interest pertaining to the Mount Olive School District. Please state your name and address for the record. All comments must be respectfully presented. Abusive or obscene comments will not be tolerated. And the mic is open. It's like the awkward silence.
Mic is closed.
Okay, we will move on then. Nobody. Old business. Members of the board may comment on any old business. Anyone? Any new business? No? Okay, moving along. We are on to board and administrative comments. Members of the board may comment on any item of interest pertaining to Mount Olive School District. We'll start at the end. Dr. Giordano.
No comment, Madam President.
All right, Ms. Fitzgerald.
Two very quick things, I promise. One, the faculty staff basketball game, just a big thank you for everybody who put that on. That was so fun for the kids, for the students, and then also bringing up the 4th grade girls team and the 6th grade boys team. Those kids loved going to the high school, getting to see all the high schoolers, so very cool. Thank you to all who put that on. And then a big thanks to all of the PTOs and all of the different organizations in town who've been donating to the Mount Olive Middle School Tricky Tray. Everybody who's come up has said something about that they've donated, et cetera. There are so many donations for that Tricky Tray, and we just love seeing everybody's support.
And I'm going to win them all.
And Jen is going to win them all. But it's just, we really appreciate everybody pitching in and making that such a successful event. Everybody's gotten up even today and said that they've, talking about donations. So a big thank you to everybody who's been donating to that. And that's all.
Ms. Melendez.
Just a reminder, remember the Drama Club production, Grease. Tickets are on sale. Please don't wait until the end because they're going to be out.
And Ms. Aquino.
I just wanted to congratulate all of our athletes and our retirees, especially our new addition, Mr. Fellini.
And Ms. Fenton.
Again, to congratulate all the athletes that were here. Want to congratulate the retirees, and I also wanted to make a comment that was on our bill list. And forgive me, I don't know the number. That our grant is over, so we're paying for our cameras on the bus. And I just want to say that we actually probably with this bus safety program are going to have a nice wash with that, and I really appreciate that. Because this is one way the taxpayers we could save some money for the taxpayers, because that's a critical safety, important thing, and it's not cheap to have those cameras on the bus. I was shocked.
Yes.
So I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention, that the bus safety program, not only is it educating people, it's actually helping us pay for the safety of the children.
That's right.
So
Correct.
that's it.
We'll swing on over. We'll start. Mrs. O'Neill.
I just want to say congratulations to all the athletes and also congratulations to the retirees. And the Grease play was already said. And I'll see you at the Tricky Tray.
Ms. Figueroa.
In addition to all of the above, I will see you at the Mom's Tricky Tray Friday night. And a quick announcement. This Wednesday, we are having our first family book club at Mountain View School. Although the books have been ordered and it's too late to register, you are welcome to join us if you are interested in coming. You would just need to come with your own copy of the book. We are reading the novel The World According to Humphrey, which is easy on Amazon. I just ordered a copy today. It'll be here tomorrow, so there is still time to get it. We do have a mystery reader and lots of fun in store planned for our family. So please come out and join us Wednesday, 7 o'clock at the Mountain View Library.
Mr. Orzillo.
No comment.
No comment? Okay. I am sad to see Mr. Fellini retiring. I know that if we know him, he won't be staying far, far away because he will definitely be coming back often. He's not leaving right now, but he is listed. So we will miss that. I also wanted to say thank you to Ms. Melendez and Dr. Bangia. We attended the Women's Leadership Day with the New Jersey School Boards on Friday. It was actually a great day, a lot of education, a lot of meeting of other folks across the state. I thought it was a really good day spent. Congrats to the athletes, FBLA. I would like to probably join the book club, and I will be at Grease probably singing every single line. And I promise not to wear the leather pants. And with that, do we have anyone else? Nope. I will take a motion. No need for closed session, so I'll take a motion to adjourn our meeting.
So moved.
Second.
And we are closed.
Nice.